What were you guys doing there? Like, where there was a campfire?
Yeah. We had s'mores, we had dinner.
What did Brian say anything about Gabby?
We had our kids there. Nothing came up.
He didn't say anything about Gabby.
No, we've told the FBI everything.
She said, we had s'mores, we had dinner. And then a protester yells, did Brian say anything about Gabby? She says, Cassie responded, we had our kids there, nothing came up. And then another person said he didn't say anything about Gabby, and she responded, no. And she immediately transitioned to saying, we've told the FBI everything. The world does not need to know what the FBI knows, and that's why we're silent.
And Masa, repeat the first few words of her response there one more time, because I want to hone in here on this for a second.
Okay. So what were you guys doing at Fort DeSoto? They asked that in a longer way. We had s'mores. We had dinner. Did Brian say anything about Gabby? We had our kids there. Nothing came up.
We had our kids there. Why is it inappropriate to ask about where their aunt is? So it's like
it's not their aunt yet, and maybe
good point. Thank you. They referred to her as Auntie Gabby.
I could make all sorts of assumptions of why that wouldn't come up, all of which are not positive assumptions, so I'm not going to bring them up. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't want to talk about that in front of kids, because maybe I'm not going to say
unless you knew something about what happened between Gabby and Brian that you're just not disclosing to the public and not disclosing in a forum such as this.
Right.
And so why, again, I'm just going to ask this one more time. Why, when asked that question, why have that response? Why say that it was inappropriate with the kids there? Oh, the kids are here. We're not going to talk about Gabby. Okay, why is that off limits? Why is that off the table? I just, that's a major point in the interview, Masa, and I'm glad that you brought it up here. But let's continue talking here and playing back the clip from, again, Can I
say one thing in response to that?
Yes, please do.
So what I would say to that, because I always like to give all the viewpoints here, what I would say, it could have been that the kids are running around, it's busy, we just weren't talking, we were just kind of being present, we were being in the moment, we weren't talking about,
if the kids are
other things. Maybe the kids were running around. Maybe
if the kids are running around, then okay, kids go play.
Please don't send me hate Twitter mail. I'm just giving the other side in the interest of.
It's the only kind of tweets I send you are hate tweets now. But is it interesting the juxtaposition of what she said? She said she's asked again, and does she say right after that I told everything?
Yes, she transitioned immediately to that. Yep,
that's kind of interesting.
And you can listen for yourself. Go to 2 minutes into the clip.
So she's asked about Gabby.
She's asked. She says, "What were you guys doing at Fort DeSoto? Did you have a camper? What did you do? What'd you do?" And she said, "We had s'mores. We had dinner." Did Brian say
hold on. I have
to just play it.
Yes,
just play
that's
it.
the beauty of this one button I have here in front of us.
Record to say that you would like your brother Brian
The FBI
Laundrie
knows all this. They've known
to
this
turn
since.
himself over.
We had s'mores, we had dinner.
Oh, I cut off.
May I for just a moment?
What?
Over the last week on WFLA Now, when we've been talking about the camping trip and we've been trying to picture in our minds Brian Laundrie, his parents, Chris and Roberta, and of course Cassie Laundrie being here at this campsite, I was very coy when I said, "What are you doing out there? Just having s'mores?" I said it multiple times, and our WFLA Now viewers that have been watching here over the last several weeks know that I kind of said that half-heartedly, like what as Gabby is out there missing or dead, you're going camping and you're just hanging out, making s'mores?
She's dead at that point.
Right, dead at that point.
What we don't know is, and we don't know this, I know people think they know, we don't know if Brian knew that she was dead at that point. We don't know that.
We don't know, but it just seems so leisurely of the family to just be hanging out, making s'mores, while meanwhile, up in New York, on Long Island, you have a family that is freaking out because they do not know where their daughter is.
Were they freaking out on September 6th?
I don't know if they're freaking out on the 6th. She said, Mrs. Schmidt said, after 8 or 9 days of not hearing from her, I think she said that on an interview on the 13th. That was her first news conference. So actually, if you do the math,